Chess fans, it's Riyan here and you're watching Riyan's English chess videos. And this has been a long time that I have not uploaded a video and very sorry for that. And today I'm back with more level of energy and energy into 100. So, guys, if you have the fire of energy in your phone or your tablet or whichever device you're watching, that means your subscribe button is red. Then please hit the subscribe button and make it gray so that the fire could go out. Okay, let's start. And in our previous videos, we discussed about tricks and traps. A experienced player couldn't fall for a trap. He would know the trap and he would play the correct move, and then your position could slightly be cramped, and then you cannot balance. And if he is a very good player, then he can use the little advantage of it and make your game out. So you need to learn a opening. So first of all, what is the opening? So opening is a move, starts with a move and goes into thousands of variation. Opening also includes many traps, so we will be discussing many traps and tricks. So there are many of opening, thousands of opening, so we cannot discuss all. We need to learn only the best. There are many lines, we couldn't be discussing it, but as we go further we can also discuss it all. Okay, let's start. And today I'll be discussing with my favorite opening that starts with the move d4. It is called Queen's Gambit, and I personally play it in many of my games. And believe me, before that, I played rollers, which started with the move e4, and my winning rate was not that good. And when I switched to this opening, first of all, it was a little tougher opening, yeah, because e4 always comes with easier set of moves, and d4 gets little complicated. But as soon you learn it, then you can actually surprise your opponent off. Many traps and tricks are available, and actually I would recommend if you are playing a live game. Nowadays it's lockdown going on, so you cannot have any chess tournaments, but online there are. But I don't recommend it in very important games. Not now. After you master it, you can play it in important games. Before that, you can play it in your casual games and learn it. So that's what I did. And to play casual games, you can get anybody in your home, or if no one, then you can go online. So this is the app called lichess.org, which is my one of the favorite app. It's totally free and you can use its free feature. To register it, you just need a username. You can select it whichever username you need, enter your email id and just any password for your account, and then you have to go to register section, and then you would get a mail. Click on the link, a website will open. Exit the website, come back to lichess, click on sign in, and there you could just enter your username and account password and you will be logged in. So my account name is Riyan underscore Rick. So you can search it on here lichess, and you can also challenge me and also follow me on lichess, so we can play some games and I can also talk to you. Okay, if you are not finding my accounts, you can actually, I would say, once you make your account or you have an account, let me know in the comment section and I will send you a challenge so we could play. And okay, the secondary thing, let's start off. And as I said, we will start with the move d4. So here, before starting directly into opening, I have one game of mine here which I just played 21 minutes ago, yeah. And it was a very short game, so I need to say you. And the my opponent's name was Fox 997, that's his username. And I started with the move d4. He replied with the move d5. So this is standard line. So here, there could be also, wait a minute, let me switch to analyze this board. And yeah, let me off the engine. So here, you could see engine would show you. This is Stockfish 11. So Stockfish 11 is a very good engine, and in lichess it's available. And in when you go to analyze boards, it will give you points. And here it was showing me 11.9 plus 11.9. So that means it's a great advantage. Okay, let's start. So now it's showing 0.0. That means, okay, both are equal. He played d5, but before that, if he plays, what happens if he plays e5? So then we could just take, and if he tries to play a move, say knight to c6, we could play the move knight to f6. That was a very good variation. If he wants to play queen to e7 and attack the pawn, wait a minute, let me show it to you guys. e4, we would take, Sorry. Yeah. D into e4. No, what am I? Yeah. e5 takes knight to c3, knight to f6, queen to e2. Then we could play bishop to here. And if he wants to go somewhere, so remember, if he goes here, then that could be England Gambit. I have made a video on it, so you can watch it on my channel. But here we are not discussing about. That's not a very good line. I would not suggest it. Okay, let's start with d5, and here my opponent played the move c4, and sorry, not my opponent. I offered him a pawn. So that's the speciality of Queen's Gambit. So you sacrifice the pawn, and believe me, that's not a great thing. And you would think, okay, I lost a pawn. Why I need to give a pawn? No, that's not like that. You will get a greater advantage if you give out the pawn. Huh. Okay, guys, back with here, and here, I guarantee you, if you play the variation correctly, you will get back this pawn and with the greatest advantage. Not greater, greatest advantage. And actually, for black, I would suggest if you are playing black and anyone plays this move, don't take. That would be a big mistake. And my opponent does this mistake. And I don't know why he did this. So if he's a beginner, I would say he would take. If he's a mid level player or an advanced player, he would not take. But here he took, and I played the move e4. That's the beauty of this game. And here there are two main variations. Some people play e3 and some people play e4. So if you are starting with this opening, means now you are learning this opening, then you could play e3. But there are many disadvantages of e3. That's you cannot bring your bishop out because of this pawn over here. And okay, that's a quite possible. But why I play e4? Why I play? So when you play e4, this bishop is going to take the width. That same happens with e3, and this bishop is free, and you get control of the center. So controlling the center is a very good advantage. And if you're a beginner level player or if you're a grandmaster, everyone tries to take the center. That's the main place of attack. And if you have advantage in the center, that's a very considered as a very good advantage. And basically, I like to play attacking games where I just jump on my opponent's king and give a very good attack. So when you are trying to attack, you need to have a very good control over the center. Okay, let's go further. And he played the move b5, and this is the second mistake I would say. And why b5? So here, as per the stockfish here said me to play the move either knight to f6 or knight to c6 was totally fine move as for the stockfish. So I personally believe that knight to f6 is a very good move because here it actually attacks this pawn, and you cannot just dive into taking this pawn. You will lose this pawn, and if you lose this pawn, in that would be a mistake, and you are not going to get it back. So you need to save it, and this knight could go here, and say you take here. Let us assume, then the knight would come here, and next knight would here. So he will get queenside attack. So this is queenside, and he will get queenside attack, where we will try to attack him on the king side. He will get the queenside attack. But here in our game, something different happened. He went to the move b5, and here I went to the move e4, a4. And believe me, guys, I have playing Queen's Gambit for a long time, and when I was starting this opening, I played moves like a4 because nobody played this b5 mistake move. But I have played it after a long time. I mean the move a4. I really enjoyed it. Bishop to a6. Next mistake. Here after a4, c6 could be a good move, but again knight to f6 is the best move. But here he played bishop to a6, and I cannot just take. If I take, he will take with his bishop, and this pawn is safe. That means I'm not gonna get my pawn back. So I played the move e5. So my objective of playing e5, you could know it later. And he played the move e6. So he wanted to open up his bishop over here. Okay, he wanted to brought his square. And I played the move queen to f6. So that was the objective. So when I played the move e4, So from here, this diagonal open up. That means his rook is under attack. So what do I try to mean? So for example, he plays any move. Say he plays the move queen to um, d7, then I can take his rook, and winning a rook is a great deal. For example, he tries to play a move called knight f6. So now what happens? Now nothing is gonna happen here. The only thing that is gonna happen here is I can either take this pawn or either bring my queen here. From here, I am actually attacking this bishop, pinning this knight. That means this knight cannot move up. So when this knight cannot move up and this bishop is under attack, he has to move his bishop to here. So when he moves his bishop here, I can actually take the rook. I need to show you the variation, I think. Yeah, bringing my queen here. Now his bishop is under attack, so you need to save his bishop. It cannot be saved here. He has to go to here. And now I can take this rook. And if he tries to come back here, attacking queen, I can also take his queen. And still, I would be a piece up. That's a very good deal. Um, Knight to c6. Yeah. So after queen to f3, as per the stockfish, the best move could be c6. So what the c6 does is now my queen can no longer come here. His rook is not attacked. Knight is protecting. Knight is protecting this pawn, and that was a normal ongoing game. So here there could be lot of variation, and this game has been turned lot of complications. So here this game would lead in a lot of complication and a critical position where you need to think along and you should be perfect in your calculation. So again it was a blitz game and it was 5 minutes plus 3 format. So he played the move knight to c6, which is the wrong move. I just took his piece, his king was under attack, and he played the move king to e7. Oh my god. After here, he could at least play this. I would say this was the best move. But he played king to e7 and I took on a into b5. You could be thinking of what I done here. But actually that has a very good plan over here that actually you cannot find out. So you thought I could just take the bishop. But actually I didn't need a light square bishop. Actually I needed a rook. So now I took this pawn, and if he tries to save his bishop, he goes here. He has to go there. He cannot come here, and I can just take his rook. So that was the point. But however, after a into b5, he resigned the game, and I win the game. So that was win in the 8th move. And I hope this video is getting a little longer. And next video, I will just start with the topic. But here I need to welcome you guys back. And guys, please share it to more and more friends so that our channel can grow faster. And guys, you can also challenge me on lichess. Bye bye. See you later.